Did you see that? There is a new Avatar movie that is coming out. Yes, I'm so excited. I love this movie. And obviously I wanted to paint a portrait from it. But first, I had to find the accurate image. And let me tell you, I've been scrolling a lot on the internet until I found the correct one. This is the one I will be painting today. I'm using my gouache portrait sketchbooks. The one I love, which has rough edges and watercolor paper. It's better if you get in the middle of a signature with the thread in the middle of the paper, so you're quite sure that your paint won't bleed under the page to damage another one. Well, if you are using this kind of sketchbook, that might be helpful. As usual, I'm making a light drawing with a 2H pencil, and then I go on top of it with the HB that I will soften a bit with my kneadable eraser so there is not too much graphite inside my paint. And also, we always say that gouache is an opaque paint, but it's not as opaque as you think in the light colors especially. So it's better if you soften a bit your graphite before painting. And now let's go struggle for finding the accurate colors. These are not the usual skin tones I am used to work with, so I can paint something in skin colors very easily, but when it comes to blues and greens and turquoise, it's another story. In theory, I should have picked something and stick to it, like painting the darkest colors or the lightest one, but I have a problem to stick to the plan, and I've been all over the place with different colors, so it's kind of building all the face at once, and there will be an ugly stage for a long time, I'm afraid, in this painting, but bear with me, it may come to something good. Did you notice that when you look at a photo just for a second or two, you see some things, but if you paint from it, you will have to look closely at the image, and I just found out there is some green in the neck and in the face, and I didn't see it before. So this is something that is really crazy when you think about it, because the green is really obvious, but I haven't seen it yet. And no matter what is the skin color, and this is valid also for realistic colors, you have to think value and contrast. And especially in this face, there is a lighting scenario that is really weird, because she has a reflection to the left side on her face, which is lighter, but from below, and also a direct light coming on the right side. So it makes really strange shadows plus really strange colors. So some colors I've been repainting them twice or maybe 3 times because I couldn't find the right shade of it. maybe if I paint the eyes, she will come to life, because so far she looks really strange. But let's go for the eyes. And I'm beginning with a khaki color, which is maybe a bit weird. So I think I will have to paint on top of this. And using some very, very bright yellow to give the light, especially in the right eye, that is in the full light. I love painting strong women with bold and fierce expression, so I can express everything I feel about femininity. Maybe this one is really strong, but I still love her. As I suspected, making the eyes is doing a lot for a portrait. And I know a lot of people are beginning with the eyes and filling everything in the eye. I like to use the color I have on my brush everywhere it goes on the painting, so I don't waste color. And I've been trying to paint with just filling a specific area with all the colors inside, but really I feel like I'm wasting paint, and also I'm afraid I won't be able to get the exact color that I want to place somewhere else on the painting. Once the hair is done, I want a really strong background with all those blues and greens and turquoise. I'm using a liquid watercolor because it's faster and easier to get a large amount of pigments compared to rubbing your pan with your brush. And I'm going a bit crazy here. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Adding some gouache on top of it. Yeah, rubbing with a lot of water, mixing the colors, and well, just going crazy, I would say, because it's supposed to be blurred in the background. So let's go and drip some water. And I feel it's a bit too strong. I will tap it with some tissue to get some light inside of it. And at first I thought it was a bit too strong compared to the face. So I wanted to add more light on the face before deciding what to do with the background. Fixing lights and shadows and changing my mind, repainting on top of the colors, rubbing with my fingers. At some point I got lost in this painting. I think a good thing would be to have it in black and white and look at the values. And now I can tell that I see my double light on the face, from the right and from the left, and I think the background is fine in the end. I wanted to add eyelashes, but this is something I really don't like to paint. I always think it's too stiff, too rigid, and no matter what I do, I really have trouble with eyelashes, but this one, I don't know, she wanted it. I'm painting them and using my finger just to soften a bit the edges while the paint is fresh, and it's so, but I will leave it as it is. She has some sparkles, some like freckles, but glittering freckles. Is it something? I don't know. I'm using gouache with a bit of sparkle inside. It's a poster gouache and it's a silver one, making some dots here and there. The problem with this kind of paint is that you won't see that it's shiny unless you move your paper and the light is hitting it in different angles. But if you just look at a still image, it appears to be white and not shiny. Adding a bit of this shiny paint and rubbing with my finger just to have a slight light on the painting. And I think I'm close to the end, and I'm really happy how this turned out, because it was a challenge to paint this kind of colors. But if you just think values instead of color, it will really help you to achieve this kind of weird colors, I mean unusual colors. Let me know in comments, what do you think of this portrait? And do you like the movie? Will you go to see it in theater? Oh, I'm really eager to see that movie, and I hope it will be as good as the first one.